How's it going, everyone? Welcome to my channel, Civ Div Grunt. I want to thank everyone who has subscribed, liked, and commented, and everyone watching now. I just want to start with the answer that some have been waiting for, and that's the round count on my training rifle without cleaning. So we just weighed the brass, and we had about a 5-gallon bucket, and it weighed 61.1 pounds, which is roughly 4,600 rounds, and we recover probably 90%, so it's right around 5,000 rounds. Mostly PMC M855 and the AAC 77 grain OTM. So let's clean this nasty pig. And we're going to take a look at the bolt itself. And first thing we're going to do is we're going to take this little tool right here. It's just a carbon scraper, and she is pretty nasty. We're just going to take it up there and we're just going to spin it a few times. We don't want to disturb any of the metal or anything like that. We just want to remove a little bit of that carbon that's on there, just so that it makes the seal like it's supposed to. Once we've done that, we're going to go ahead and take a baby wipe here. Just make sure you get something plain Jane. If you want scented, do it. I don't recommend it. And we're just going to take this bad boy and we're just going to wipe her down here. And in this video, we're not trying to get this super clean or anything like that. We're just trying to get it clean enough for whatever you want. Alright, once we've wiped that bolt pretty good, just want to make sure you get every little nook and cranny on that thing. Doesn't have to be perfect. And then you can inspect and see how much carbon buildup you have or don't have. If you want to hit it again with one of these carbon scrapers, do so. Just don't recommend doing too much. You don't want to damage the bolt. Alright, now that she's pretty clean, we're going to set it to the side. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to hit our carrier, and she is nasty. Complete gunk. And the carrier looks pretty good. There's a decent amount of wear on it, but if we'd have run this gun really dry and never gave it any lube, it would be a lot worse. All right. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to take that carbon scraper, the other end of it, just going to turn it a few times. We're going to tap out a bunch of crap. Tap it again. Looks decent. We're going to take this, and we're going to take a cotton swab, and we're gonna push this baby wipe, if I can get into it with these nasty hands. Just gonna take this baby wipe, plunge it down in there, just gonna clean that out just like that. Take that bad boy, flip it around, do the same thing. Jam it in there, spin it around, punch through, remove that, take your old cotton swab off, clean a little bit there, clean a little bit in there. I like to pack it, just kind of give it a few turns, see what comes out. Throw it to the side. Then our firing pin here, which actually looks pretty good. It's got a lot of buildup on it. I'm just going to use that right there. Bolt cam pin, same. All right, for the upper receiver, we're gonna do pretty much the same thing. She's super, super nasty in there. I know it's hard to tell. We're gonna grab us a new baby wipe, and I'm just gonna hit one part of it real quick. Oh yeah. I said I'm not gonna get this. That's just pure gunk right there. I don't know if y'all can see how thick that is right there. The thickness of that. Just gonna try to wipe most of all that out, and the baby wipe does an excellent job of getting most of it out very, very quick. I just recommend just jamming it in there, doing what you can, doing the best job you can, getting it all out. It's not the easiest thing in the world to clean with all the little crannies in there, especially if you have even decent sized hands. I don't have super large hands myself. Alright, so once we've got that pretty good, pretty much wiped all that, we're going to go back to another one of those Q-tips, and we're just going to clean that top channel there. We're just going to clean up in the top channel here where the charging handle rides in between the bolt carrier group and the upper receiver. It's pretty nasty. I'm not going to do anything too crazy here. Just a little bit. Take another baby wipe. Just do what we can. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. Then we're going to take one of these chamber brushes here. We're just going to jam her up in there. We're going to give her a few spins. Get any of that old brass shavings and all the carbon and crap, dirt, sand, whatever wound up in there while you were shooting, or your rifle was riding around in your vehicle, or you're dragging it through the woods. And you just pull that out. Take that baby wipe again. Just kind of get in there. Get anything that might have came out when I snatched that chamber brush out. Gonna give it a little inspection. Gonna take another Q-tip, and I'm just going to go inside that chamber where the lugs on the bolt lock up. Clean that. That's pretty much good. Now, only thing I would recommend is taking a bore snake, run the bore snake through there however many times you desire, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times, whatever. All right, next, I pretty much lump these in the same category, even though they're completely different parts. My charging handle, same thing. I just wipe it down, nothing fancy. And the next thing is my lower receiver. And really, there's not much to do on that. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of residue on the trigger and in here by the magazine catch. And there's a lot of buildup here on the buffer face, and that's probably because I keep my bolt lubed pretty good. A lot built up on that trigger. And then I just wipe out the inside of the magazine well. I mean, if you want, you can take your buffer out and wipe your spring down and this, that, and the third. I don't really mess with it. If I hear it crunchy in there or sounding kind of rough, I'll take it out and spray a bunch of rim oil down it, put a little grease on the spring itself, and let it ride. Alright, for lube, you can pretty much use whatever you want. You can use good old rim oil if that's what you like. You can use some Hops Elite. You can use whatever you want. Just, I recommend keeping it lubed up. It's not like you're in the middle of the desert and the wind's blowing 20 miles an hour unless you're living in Arizona. But keep your gun lubed. If you are in the desert and the wind's blowing around all the time, use it sparingly, and keep some lube nearby. But other than that, you should be good. But what we're going to do is we're just going to show you the basic principles. Just get you a little bit of lube. I'm going to use this Hops Elite here. Just going to take a little bit, give it a spin, get everywhere on it, make sure I get my lugs and not on the bolt face. We're going to set it to the side. I'm going to do the same thing. We're just going to hit these little running points anywhere where you see something shiny. Kind of common sense, just give it a little bit. Give it a little bit down these ports, give it a little bit in there, a couple drops in there. I'm not going to assemble this on camera just to keep people happy. All right, and then we're just going to operate the bolt a few times. I'm going to take a couple drops, drop it in there with it closed, open it up, drop a drop, and I'm just going to run that a few times. And then I'm just going to give it the old test real quick, see if it'll stand up, see with the gas rings, give it a little tap. The gas rings are starting to go out on that a little bit. It can hold it up, but it's starting to give, and you give it a little tap and she moves pretty good. But she's still good to go. I ain't worried about it no time soon. A couple thousand more rounds, we might place them out. They're like $2 or $3. But other than that, same thing, just lube up the top of your charging handle. Give it a little rub. All right, people, so that's pretty much it. That's the Skinny right there. Baby wipes, best friend. Get you a little scraper, don't get carried away. Other than that, it doesn't take long. Yeah, you're going to use quite a few of these and they're going to get pretty nasty. Some of them are going to have some pretty nasty gunk on them. And just take you some, set them to the side. And I just want to let everybody know that we were experiencing a little bit of malfunctions, but we were using some of this AAC right there at the end. And we had some mixed batch, 2,500 feet per second, 2,700 feet per second. And we went out and shot a little bit more. We just threw some PMC M855 in it. Didn't even throw no lube in it, didn't do anything. And she started doing just fine, locking back on the last round on the magazine, everything like that. So I just want to thank everybody again for tuning in. Hope y'all enjoyed. Hope y'all took something from it. Train hard for hard times. Stay sharp.